Hi everyone, my name is Tathagat Varma. I work at Walmart Global Tech India. I lead the strategy and operations. And today I'm going to talk something about how AI as a business strategy could be helping us in our businesses. A lot of times we think of AI only as a technology, and we think that it can do natural language processing, or it can do computer vision, or it can help detect the faces and so on and so forth. But I think there is much more to it than simply thinking it as a technology. And in line with the theme of AI and thinking the art of the possible, I want to talk about two or three things which I think are extremely important. The first point I want to talk about is the popular myth that AI is all technology. While we can say that AI is a technology, or to be more correct, I like to call it as a general purpose technology, a GPT, not the GPT that we talk of in the context of AI, but general purpose technology. For example, fire or electricity or computers are all general purpose technologies in the sense that they are not limited to only one particular use case, but they have a very horizontal span and they can cover a breadth of areas there. So similarly, AI as a general purpose technology is a tool. It's a weapon. It can be used and it can be misused. In the context of businesses, we want to see how can we really leverage value out of it. How can we deliver business value out of it? So it's a very important thing for us to understand that a shiny new piece of technology does not automatically equate to the business value. The way I would like to call out is that when we think of applying AI in an organization, we should be looking first. Entry point should really be, what business problem am I having? What is it that I would like to solve? For example, I like to bucket it in three big categories. To me, the first starting point is looking at efficiency improvements or productivity improvements, or looking at the quality. Quality to me is synonymous, because bad quality leads me to lower productivity or lower efficiency. So I like to put them together. Now, there are so many ways in which I can improve the process efficiency. I can, for example, look at things that the human eye cannot detect, or I can improve the automation and I can improve the process lead time, for example. So those are the examples of how I can use AI and automation technologies to really improve my efficiency at the bottom line part of it. The next level I think of it is really in terms of insights. I already have the data. I already have everything there. It's just that it's not visible to me. It's kind of hidden inside all the noise. How can I apply my analytics and other frameworks to basically see what kind of a patterns lie hidden there, which, if I apply some of the AI principles, some of the analytics frameworks, I can extract those patterns and see, okay, I never realized, for example, that people who bought a certain style of chocolate are also likely to, for example, look at buying a pair of jeans. Now, maybe there is a data, maybe that's not, and we still don't know the causation part of it, but there is a positive correlation between them. We can probably find some of those patterns hidden in them, and that allows us to look at how we can generate new insights that can really help us think of new product offerings, think of new service offerings, and make it possible. We are not even having it on the table today. And finally, when I look at the topmost piece of it, which is to be very honest, a very small portion of it, it is all about saying, what can we create something new there? So we are really trying to talk about imagining something new. I have let us say I'm doing thousands of AB experiments, and I don't really know at this point in time what's going to fly and what's not going to fly. And I might do a lot of those experiments, and we are talking about things like ML Ops, a platform that will really allow us to do experimentation or the AB experiments at industrial scale. And I can do some of those things using these modern platforms. And maybe out of those, some patterns might emerge out of it, which are more favorable, which have, okay, this seems to have a higher user experience, or this seems to have a higher propensity for customers to buy this particular offering there. And that's how we stumble upon some new patterns or some new business opportunities there. So that's how I would look at it. A good starting point might be to start looking at from here and now kind of a problems and say, hey, what is really hurting our bottom line? We are losing quality, we are losing productivity, we are losing efficiency. Let's bring the technologies and improve on that. And then as we have really got a very good grip on some of these things, we go to the next gear and really start looking at, now that I already have a data, now that I already have a better control over my processes, let me see how can I really cull out certain patterns. It's just that it's not visible to me, but the big data, all the data that I have at my disposal, gives me that ability to spot those patterns there and extract things that are already there, just that it's not known to me. And finally, when I have gone to that level of creating new insights, I then go on to the whole idea of taking AI as an imagination tool. And I'm saying, okay, how can I reimagining something? And I'm also, in some sense, going towards a little bit more from a correlation to sort of a causation and saying, if I tweak this lever, is it going to have an impact on something else? And with that, I'm kind of able to reimagine what is the art of possibility when it comes to AI as a business strategy there. So those are the three things I thought I'll share in this brief session. I hope it gives you a sense of how AI should not be really limited to only looking at a technology or only looking at it as something that can only provide me a point solution, but something that is an all-compassing business strategy. Thank you.